Hey everyone, this is Liam of GL9001. I am joined by.
It's a Disney girl.
I'm gonna also send out a thing in case Alex wants to join and he just doesn't know. He is online. We'll just add the originals. And we are back with some more If My Heart Had Wings. Now, if you couldn't tell from the UI here, this is a bit different. We're gonna be playing the Steam version, probably just for one episode.
Yeah.
Elevated by 720. No, I want as high pixels as possible. Uh, yeah, that should do it.
この大空に翼を広げて
Also, I realized I never turned people's voices off, so let me go ahead and do that. I really like that I can just point.
Jack.
So I just noticed something, and that is that you literally can't set the system voice to any males.
What does that mean?
You can't have Tatsuya or Masasugu as the system voice, the one that just... You know how I set Hotaru as the dedicated system voice?
Yeah.
You can't do that with Tatsuya or Masa.
Oh.
Which is
Interesting.
pretty stupid, in my opinion. Okay. Making sure everything is good. Cool. I should also make the sound levels all similar, except voice, because voice needs to be at 100%. Damn it, Danny! Anyways, here we go.
Okay. And this is where we left off on the Switch?
Yes.
Okay.
I made sure to get to that
Alrighty.
point.
Okay. As of today, I, Ageha Himegi, will be making a full return to the Soaring Club.
A small round of applause echoes through the garage. You were so close. You'd won 2 more matches. You could have gotten through the prefectural qualifiers.
I think that would be aiming a little too high.
In the local qualifiers of the robot contest that were held yesterday, Ageha and her team of juniors lost in the 3rd match. If a team wins in the 4th match, they gain the right to enter the national championship. Losing in the 3rd round is the kind of result that makes it hard to say whether they came close or not. But in the next match, the team that beat Ageha's team won.
Thanks to Kotori, too, for coming to watch us. Yeah, it really was close.
Since Ageha was in 2 clubs at the same time, when we had any spare time to spare, we would go and help the robot club. On the day of the contest, we helped carry the equipment and went to the contest venue. Wow, you are being too nice to Tobioka.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time I'd been to see the robot contest, but it was pretty interesting. The teams weren't just there to win. They also wanted to do their best to show their ideas and how great their robots were. Even when they gave a performance that might put them at a disadvantage in the match, they didn't ease up. When I saw this, I felt I had begun to understand how Ageha could become so obsessed with it.
Also, thank you, Amane, for coming to help us.
Oh shit. Sorry. Just realized probably lagging because I didn't do that. Let me restart the stream. It was at 30 frames. That's too many for a visual novel that never moves. Okay, it doesn't never move.
Huh?
Anyways.
What did Amane do? I didn't really do anything. You came to see us on several occasions, improved the weak points of the design, and gave us lots of ideas.
Oh shit. What the fuck? Okay.
Amane, you're amazing. You really do have different ideas. Wow, Amane, you did all that and managed to keep it all secret from us?
I had no idea. When on earth did she do that?
I didn't think there was anything I could do to help. Everyone was able to make something with you, and they were so happy because it gave us a lot of motivation. They all really wanted to win, and said they were full of confidence and that they would win next time. Oh, that's good.
It's good that they want to win. If you don't aim for the top, you can't win in the matches.
There is also one other important announcement.
Ageha spoke in a formal tone.
Yesterday, I quit the Robot Club. What? Really? The truth is, I had already decided it. I like making robots, but now I think that building the glider is more fun. Which is why from now on, I will only be a member of this club. Let's do our best!
We all let out a big cheer, and the garage was filled with a much more rapturous applause this time.
So that means we can finally start the last sprut of making the main wings? Oh wait, please return to your pilot training.
Damn it. No, it's okay. I can help too.
No. Once the main wings are complete, we will perform a test flight straight away.
Hang on, I want to take... What's the quick save button? F8. Okay. God damn it, I keep forgetting. Escape just goes to desktop. Is there... What's back? Yeah, escape is minimize. File config. I think I just have to click. Whatever.
記録した
No. Oh, I already read that. Before that, you need to learn how to pilot it perfectly.
Oh, this version also has typos. Great.
I let you be the pilot, so you must carry out your duties.
I will. I have a role to fulfill. Finally, the first test flight is just around the corner. Oh, there's the wings.
Bruh!
ごめんください
Yes? Who is it?
You better not be in your underwear.
No, she
You're...
obviously is. Hey, that's sexual harassment. You can't greet visitors when you're not wearing any clothes. Huh? I've got my underwear on. Oh gosh. You're Ageha's younger sister, aren't you?
はいそうです姫にホタルですハバネさんで でしたよね。
Yes, I'm Katori Habane.
はあ、小鳥ちゃん。小鳥さん、あーちゃんいますか？
Ageha, your sister's here. Huh? Oh, hey there, Hotaru.
Ageha brought Hotaru into the dining hall, where everyone was having breakfast.
あーちゃん、着替え持ってきたよ。
Thanks. How about Mom? What did she say?
帰ってきたらお尻キックだって。
Can't do much about that, I guess.
Hi, Hotaru.
おはよう、兄。
You want some breakfast?
いい。うちで食べてきたから。
Sorry, Mane, but could you feed Hattie? Sure, leave it to me.
Okay,
Come on, Hattie.
I'm sure his name was Hattie in the PC version. I don't know why they're saying Hat.
わわ。
Maybe it was just Hat.
I like Hattie more.
Yeah, let's just keep going with Hattie.
You're looking healthy. It must be because the food here is so delicious.
わあ。
It's been a few days since the dormitory became our camp. It's become our routine for everyone to get together to eat breakfast. It's really lively, so it makes it feel more like a camp. Also, today, we have a special need to have a good breakfast. Unlike usual, today's work will be a test of our endurance.
It's really sunny today. It looks like the temperature has gone up a notch. Say, Hotaru, how was it out there?
すごくいいお天気でした。
We better put on some sunscreen. Oh yeah, if you're free today, Hotaru, can you help us?
いいよ。私にできることならだけど。
There is. Anyone can do it. We just need an extra pair of hands.
また翼を磨くの？
Well, today, we're going to make a runway.
滑走路作る？
This is the runway.
We stared on at the wide open empty lot and the person in the sky. Overgrown with lush grass in complete bewilderment. Like, they weren't even trying to hide that up there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we going to tidy this whole place up? Yes, we are. You told us to prepare ourselves, but actually seeing this, it's become quite a scary prospect.
We were on the verge of completing the main wings, so we were finally getting ready for the test flight. This was one of those things, the construction of a runway. In the grassy fields on the other side of the lake was a wide, flat area with no gradient. When we heard the word runway, we all imagined it was to be paved with asphalt like in an airfield.
The grass really does grow quickly in the summer, doesn't it?
Amongst them were overgrown weeds that would need cutting down. While making a glider, we'd be making a runway too. We'd have to tidy this place up. That's why we called for some help.
なんで俺がこんなことしなきゃなんねえんだよ。
We can tell her if you like. We can tell Eri-chan your embarrassing secret.
汚ねえ、マジ汚ねえこの女。
You're the same. You go around running your mouth. I really should have kicked your butt for that.
やっぱこいつ中身は男だよ。
Ageha had persuaded Masasugu to come with us.
His secret is he has a gay crush on Aoi. Whoa.
Please no.
This does look tough, but we've got to give it our best shot.
I mean, he can have that. I want nothing to do with that. I like Kotori. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? As a condition for preparing her meals through the summer holidays, Kanako had come to help us too. Wearing that? That seems really warm.
Well, it's probably a really light material.
Yeah, too bad she only has 2 sprites.
Yeah. No, 3. She has the school uniform.
Oh
one.
yeah, she does have a school uniform. Yeah. Also, I don't think we've seen Hotaru in that outfit. That is goddamn adorable.
No, we have.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When we first met her.
Oh, right.
Because she came out of,
The store, yeah.
the shop. Yeah. And then we saw her again at school in her school outfit.
Unfortunately for her, Hotaru, who had come to bring a change of clothes for Ageha, was brought along too. And then there was Hattie. Ducks eat weeds, so we didn't need to force him. We just brought him out for a stroll. But isn't this private property?
Yeah, it is. It would appear that the owner of this field is one of the old members of the Soaring Club.
So this person is one of the old members of the Soaring Club from before Amane and the others revived it.
Provided that we cut the grass on a regular basis, they will lend it to us for free.
Wow.
Well then, let's get started. If we spend too much time waffling, the sun's gonna go down.
And they threw in a free winch back there, clearly. At the command of Kotori Habane, second in charge of the club, we began cutting the grass. I forgot about that.
You cutting it with, like, scissors, or...?
Yes!
Like...
Being in such sweltering heat makes it all the more difficult. Here, there's
Did you
nothing...
bring a lawnmower?
Here, there is nothing to block the direct sunlight, and the wind blowing from the direction of the lake only slightly cools us down. It's so hot! Dude, this is Japan in summer? Like, are you kidding? Like,
They can get up to the 90s.
well, yeah, so can we. They get higher than that. They get like 40 degrees Celsius.
Yep.
Or something ridiculous. Pretty sure that's higher than 90.
Oh yeah.
The towel wrapped...
Because at 30 degrees, it's about like 80 something.
Right. The towel wrapped around my head in place of a hat is already drenched in sweat.
That's disgusting.
We all need to make sure we don't get heat struck. This was literally me a couple days ago.
Ooh.
At work. It's said that you must take on fluids at regular intervals. I don't think that... Okay. On a day as hot as today... Weirdly enough, that one line, is why this version is rated T. No, I'm kidding. On a day as hot as today, it's best to drink something before you start to feel thirsty.
もうダメちょっとコンビニ行ってきていいか
How pathetic. Are you a man or not?
トラバイトとバンドと恋に夢中なもやしっこなんだ
Well, at least you're honest about it. Kotori, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. My butt's getting really sweaty though.
How many times have you said that? We thought it might be impossible for Kotori, who is in a wheelchair, to do the weeding, but even so, she wanted to do it. I was worried that she, without thinking of the conditions, would get carried away and collapse. Here, have some of this sports drink.
Thanks.
What is it, Hotaru? A grasshopper came jumping out of the grass that she was about to cut. What? It's just a grasshopper. I actually had a grasshopper land on me a couple of days ago. I didn't realize it was a grasshopper at first and kind of freaked out, and then I saw what it was and I was like, okay, that's fine.
Yo, I want to be friends with Shaggy.
Hotaru is hiding behind me, scared. I caught the grasshopper and put it down in an area that we had finished cutting. Don't get caught by Hat, he'll eat you! Ducks love eating grasshoppers.
ありがとう、青鬼。
Kanako, using a lawnmower that Ageha had borrowed from a local farm, was cutting down the long weeds along one side. As long as they aren't long enough to get entangled around the wheels, it's no problem. So there's no need to pull them out from the roots.
Hey, Hattie, you're in the way. This will make mice meat out of you.
Mincemeat.
Mincemeat. I don't know why I didn't see the N. I've completely forgotten Kaneko's voice.
Thinking that the lawnmower is a living thing, Hattie sometimes tried to mess around with it.
Oh wait, could you take him away somewhere?
Okay, no problem. Hattie, who doesn't want me to pick him up, starts going crazy as I take him away. Alright, here should be okay.
Hello, Hattie.
Amane, could you take care of him?
Yeah, okay.
Amane, who usually just stays in the garage, is really throwing herself enthusiastically into cutting the grass today. That reminds me. That time when you did the test flight before, it took off from here, didn't it?
Yes.
How was the grass at that time?
I and Mr. Yamanobe, the advisor, did it. Just the parts that needed doing.
Huh? The advisor?
Yes, the advisor.
I guess that clubs usually have one of those, but I haven't seen him even once. Hey, Ageha!
What's up?
Do you know Mr. Yamanobe?
Yeah, that young male teacher? He's kind of lanky and unreliable.
Seems like he's our advisor.
Yeah, I know.
She knew about that? As I should have expected. Why doesn't he come to see our club activities?
The previous advisor retired. Mr. Yamanobe was the replacement. He's an amateur when it comes to gliders. It seems like he's not really interested. He doesn't want to rock the boat. He won't speak out against Mr. Tobioka either.
Oh. I hate him then. No, I don't. So she got that teacher to help out, then did the test flight?
Yeah, Mr. Yamanobe only helps out when an extra pair of hands is needed. In order to fly a glider, one person is not enough.
I don't know what kind of person this Mr. Yamanobe is, but he might be in a difficult position, and it definitely looks like there would be no end to his worries. She probably didn't want to burden him with anything. As I thought about that, I worked hard at building the runway. I realized that everyone was covered in dirt, and it seemed that today's bath would feel especially good. And in that manner, the preparations for the test flight gradually proceeded. We were doing everything for the first time, and we took to even the tedious jobs with a feeling of freshness. Then, one day in August, at long last...
We did it!
The main wings were finally completed. Everyone looked at the giant, white-painted wings with a feeling that is indescribable. So many things happened for us to get this far.
We did it, Katori! Yeah.
Katori looks tearful due to all the emotion. What are you getting all tearful for?
I just worked so hard, and now it looks like the real thing. I've never done anything like this before.
I know how she feels. However, it's still too early, right?
That's right. Let's do that after it's taken flight. You're right.
Katori wipes her eyes on her arm and renews her motivation.
There are no distortions, and the surface is as smooth as can be.
Amane looks uncharacteristically serious as she checks over the two completed main wings. Distortions inhibit the normal flow of air, reducing lift. Also, unevenness and scratches on the surface, even though so fine that they cannot be seen by the naked eye, cause friction and create drag.
These are good wings.
With Amane's seal of approval, Ageha and Katori high-five each other and punch the air. At some point, these two had formed a great partnership. The two of you have formed an excellent partnership.
This can really fly, can it? Yeah, it can fly.
Finally, we can do the test flight tomorrow. Okay, and stop. Early morning. It's finally time for the test flight. In order to do that, we have to take the glider to the runway. We put the glider on a special trailer, and it will be towed by a truck.
ようやく完成したか。
Anshan. Ah, there we go. There's a change. That's what I mentioned earlier.
Mm.
who had brought the small truck inside the school from the factory, spoke quietly to himself when he saw the wings that had been loaded onto the trailer. By the way, we received permission for Anchan to bring his truck into the school grounds. That was the first time I had seen the advisor, Mr. Yamanobe. As I imagined, he was an honest and good person, but seemed a little timid.
Okay, done, Anchan.
Ageha lifted her head to let us know that the trailer had been connected to the
ト
truck.
レーラーの中で機体が擦れたりしないようちゃんとチェックしとけよ
The glider had been separated into several parts and loaded into the trailer. If they aren't firmly secured, or if there is any friction during transportation, it's possible that they may be damaged.
This part's a little loose, isn't it?
Ageha, could you grab a towel? I put the towel into the gap to act as a cushion. That should do it.
よしじゃあ行くか助手席はハバネさんあとは荷台に乗り込めお前ら手を貸してやってくれ
Ageha and I lift up Kotori and put her down on the passenger seat.
I could have gone in the back too, though.
Kotori grumbles a little. I can't say I don't know how she feels. Ageha and I take her wheelchair and get into the cargo bed of the trunk.
準備はいいか
Okay!
よーし出発だ
He starts the engine, and the truck tows the trailer along.
Hey, everyone!
As we arrive at the runway, Amane, who had gotten here first, waved her hand to greet us. Oh wow, that is quite a bit shorter on the grass. Anchan parked the truck next to the runway, and we jumped out of the cargo bed.
Woohoo! That was fun!
I've always wanted to ride in the cargo bed of a truck. I don't know why you would. I've ridden in the trunk of a van before.
You two look like you were enjoying yourselves.
It was not fun.
Hmm.
It was on. I just want to disclaimer. This was on a private course. We help Kotori, who seemed quite dejected, out of the passenger seat and into the wheelchair. While we do that, Anchan disconnects the trailer from the truck.
Hi, Tatsuya.
よあまね
Ship. Sorry to have to ask you to help like this.
なーにいいってことよあいつらのためならな
And for you.
I wish.
それに
Yeah.
俺だって無関係じゃないだろ何せ OB なんだからな
Oh yeah.
本当は
Did you forget?
ところを見ていきたいんだが
Yes. That's because she's stupid. As she always likes to say in the PC version. Anchan, are you leaving? I was listening from a little further away, but I couldn't help butting in.
これから仕事なんだ
That face.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
What? We wanted you to see it too, Anchan.
大丈夫だここで飛べばうちの工場からも見える
Make sure you watch out for it.
あだからしっかりやれよ
Anchan gives a great big smile and then goes to leave in the truck. As soon as Anchan left, we immediately began the assembly. The aircraft is still in pieces in the trailer. First, we put the fuselage on the ground, then we take out the two main wings. Kotori, keep an eye out and make sure it doesn't hit anything.
Okay.
Ageha, Amane, and I lift up one of the main wings and attach it to the fuselage. Be careful with the wind, even with... Oh, you're right.
Be careful with the wind. Even with this amount of wind, lift might be generated.
See, I wasn't the only one who fucked up. If a strong wind were to blow straight into this, the lift generated would send the wing, and us with it, flying. But not in the good way. After attaching the main wings, next is the horizontal sailplane.
Slowly.
I won't make it that mistake again. We carefully assemble it, making sure not to bump it anything, and scratch it.
Bump bump it into anything.
I hope.
記録した。
Why is it paused? Oh, no, 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 no. It's doing so good. Oh, come on. Now it's the spinning wheel of death. Okay. Wow.
Standing in front of the completed glider, we are all filled with deep emotion.
So this is what it looks like.
It's huge.
But it's beautiful.
It's huge. Until now, we didn't really know what it would be like to see the full view of our very own aircraft. Compared to the regular planes that we are all familiar with, it looks kind of odd. Hang on. Speaking of wind, I need a little bit, so I'm turning my fan on. In particular, the unusually long wings that we had completed the day before looked really unbalanced compared to the slightly stubby-looking fuselage. But I wonder, looking at each part and knowing that in order to fly, there is a reason for all of it, feels like something incredibly beautiful.
Let's begin the checks.
Amane, holding the printed out checklist in one hand, gives out instructions to everyone.
Do we have all the tools? Everything's here.
Before we fly, we have to make sure that we have all the tools used in assembly. If there's anything missing, it's possible that it's still attached to the aircraft. In such an event, it could cause a huge accident.
Air in the tires?
There's enough in them.
Are there any blockages in the pilot tubes? They're okay. In that case,
There's a wide range of different things to check. We check for wear and tear on the aircraft, and even check to see if any bugs have made nests anywhere. At a glance, some of it might seem silly, but when we consider that we'll be flying through the air in this thing, we really can't say that. For
oh
example...
my gosh, it looks like they put a little hattie at the front.
For example, if a bug jams one of the instruments, it could possibly have a negative effect on the pilot and may cause an accident. That's why we must check these things before the flight. By assembling the glider and doing all the checks ourselves, we are able to gain a deeper understanding of the glider. Amane said that she had made some revisions to a checklist made by one of the old members.
Okay, next is the positive control check.
I haven't been reading chat at all, so I don't even know if people are posting. No, they are not. As she says that, Amane gets into the cockpit.
Right, aileron?
The rest of us, standing outside, go to the part that she calls out. In this case, the right aileron. And hold on to it, making it hard to move. Amane moves the yoke to operate the aileron. At this time, if the yoke can be moved with no resistance whatsoever, it's possible that the coupling between the yoke and the aileron have been cut. If this were a car, it would be like moving the steering wheel and the wheels not turning. Needless to say, that would be extremely dangerous. Call duck. Just
Call
noticed it.
duck. Call duck.
Oh, it says Keifu on it. That's really cool.
Okay, Fu Academy. Yeah.
Yeah. These checks are also carried out on the rudder and elevator.
Everything's okay. Okay. Oi, can you get into the back seat?
Amane gets out, and I sit into the back seat. Then, we repeat the same checks.
Oh. Why is it keep freezing? Okay, there we go. Flaps and dive brakes are fine.
Now that the assembly checks have all been completed, I get out of the cockpit. Everyone lines up for the briefing. Oh no.
The wind is calm today, and it's a perfect day for a test flight.
Amane, who would normally be explaining the precautions at this point, speaks with a gloomy look on her face that contradicts the things she's saying.
That's why there's nothing to worry about. It will definitely go well. the one who's worried, Amane. Oh,
Kotori speaks quite tactlessly, and Amane freezes up. Then, shake, shake, shake. She started trembling.
if there's no wind, the glider can't fly. That's being the case. Today's not a good day to fly.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Hey, Katori, what did you say that for? Well, I didn't mean anything by it. Okay, let's cancel for today. We practiced assembling it, so that's enough for now. Hey! What's this all about? After doing all this, we're going to fly it, aren't we? Well, you guys are just beginners, so you don't really know, but when flying a glider, usually more winning conditions are. Amani, you're just scared, aren't you? But at times like this,
What
you just
the-
have to write a Chinese character on the palm of your hand over and over, then swallow it.
What the hell?
No way, I don't believe in superstitions like that.
She sounded like a kid when she said that.
Yeah, so you write like a calming Chinese character and then
I've
like
never
put
heard
it
of
towards
this.
your mouth. Really, and it's like swallowing air, and so you do that because it takes your concentration away from what you're freaking out about.
Okay.
That'll be fine. The wind is blowing calmly, so we should be able to fly stably.
I think so too.
No way, I'm scared.
Well, good thing you're not the one doing it. Oh, she said she's scared.
Oh, sorry. We have no choice. Ageha, Ollie?
From at Kotori's signal, Ageha and I hold Amane firmly from each side.
Oh, what are you doing? Sorry, Amane.
It's for your own good.
Stop it! Let me go!
While we hold onto Amane as she struggles against us, Kotori writes the Chinese character for person on the palm of her hand a ridiculous number of times.
Person. Writing it that many times should be enough.
Then Kotori takes a run up. Hey, there's no need to take a run up.
No, stop! Hiya!
Smack.
Oh.
Rather than making her eat the person characters, Kotori slaps her right in the face. This was just like the kind of thing that happens in pro wrestling where three bad guys team up to hurt one of the good guys.
How about that? You're not so scared now, are you? Ow, my nose!
Having had some fighting spirits slapped into her, Amane holds her nose.
Looks like it worked a little too well.
Why did you slap her in the face like that?
If Amani's nose shrinks because of that, you'll have ruined her good looks!
This is totally crazy. Amane, are you alright?
I'm fine. Thanks, everyone. I feel a little braver now.
Now get your ass in that cockpit.
No. She's not flying. He is.
Well, whatever. Get in the back then.
No, Katori's going in the back!
Giving a little smile, Amane walks towards the winch.
Alright, it worked! Ow!
What do you mean?
Ah! Amani, it's my idol! Ow, what are you two doing?
Kotori chased after us as we went off ahead. On one side of the runway is a huge thing that looks like a household generator. Yeah, this is the winch. A glider, which has no thrust of its own, cannot fly into the air by itself. There are a few different ways for it to take off. A method using a towing plane is often used, where a regular plane is used to tow the glider into the air, where it is then released. This can be done if you can get it to a certain altitude to begin with. However, if you don't have an airplane, which are expensive, understatement of the century, then you have to use another method. That's where the winch comes in. To explain it simply, it's a machine which reels in a rope using a giant motor. Yes, that is how a winch works. You are correct.
記録した
The glider is connected to the end of a rope, which is then lifted to a great height to make it take off, just like the kites that are flown on New Year. The difference is that the glider is huge and quite heavy. Naturally, the winch has to be huge too.
At first, we use full power. Once the aircraft reaches an angle of about 30 degrees, we gradually decrease the power. Okay.
Amane is teaching Kotori how to use the winch, so clearly Kotori's not going with me.
What? But it was supposed to be
Yeah.
away Katori in the plane. That was what he said. He said the first thing I'm doing is taking you up.
Don't worry, I can confirm that it does happen. Just maybe not now. She already explained this a few days ago, and we tried operating it before, so now it's just a recap. Our roles for today are that Amane and I are the pilots. Kotori operates the winch, and Ageha helps with takeoff and landing, as well as ground control. By the way, the winch isn't as expensive as a plane, but it appears to be quite pricey. It was used by previous members of the Soaring Club, has been maintained, and now will actually be put into use, so it's been in service for many years. To be honest, the equipment here goes way beyond the scope of high school club activities.
Okay, I've got it. Well then, let's get ready for takeoff.
Alright. We went back from the winch towards the aircraft. It's about 1 kilometer away, so it takes a while. Amane gets into the front seat, and following her, I get into the back seat. Fucking told you!
Fasten your seatbelt.
As Agaha told me to do this, I checked the seatbelt several times.
Can your feet reach the pedals? Are there any parts that are hard to move?
Yeah, the back also has controls, so
Mm.
it's okay. Here we go! Maybe. The canopy, the transparent lid that covers the cockpit, is closed.
Check that the canopy is locked.
Okay, I checked the lock. If it's not properly locked, it may open during flight, which is really dangerous. Amane performs a final check of the flight controls. Outside the canopy, Ageha checks the rope extending from the winch and connected to the glider. Hi!
Hi, Ageha! Amane, please do a release check.
Amane operates the release lever, and immediately the hook holding the rope is released. If this isn't released, it's possible that a big accident could occur, so it must be checked before landing.
Okay.
Ageha gives a signal from outside and connects the tow rope once again. I suddenly feel a lot more nervous. Now, the aircraft will fly through the air. It still doesn't feel real. For a start, could an aircraft that we made ourselves really fly? There's no engine, and it can't even flap its wings like a bird. So will it really be alright? I've had the theory explained to me many times. Sorry, just checking chat. Nothing there. But you don't get a feeling for what it's really like from theory alone. If you want that, the only way is to fly. Finally, we can fly. Finally. Mane?
I'm okay. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. These wings that everyone made together are much better than the ones I made.
Honestly, if I was flying something and the wings snapped, I'd get traumatized too. So, I don't really blame her.
Oh, it'll be okay.
Yes.
Tori got rid of all my fears just now, too.
By slapping you in the face.
Mm-hmm. When it comes down to it, it's up to you, Oi.
Leave it to me. This is why I trained on the simulator until I got sick of it. In my head, I go over the steps for takeoff. The most dangerous part of the flight is the landing. However, the takeoff is also dangerous, and accidents can easily occur. This time, I can rely on Amane, but I need to learn a lot to understand even a little about how it's done. Did you just put rely and Amane in the same sentence?
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a bad idea. Ageha taps the canopy from outside.
Are you ready?
Amane and I replied, ready, and Ageha walked around to the side of the aircraft and lifted up the left wing that was in contact with the ground, and the aircraft became level. The wings of a glider are really long, and it can't stand on its wheels like a normal plane, so it's placed with one of the wings touching the ground. That's why, when launching it, someone has to run along holding the wing up until it gains lift. Ageha, who is holding up the wing, gives the signal that launch preparations are complete to Kotori, who is waiting far away.
Here we go, Aoi.
As Amane speaks quietly to me. Whoosh!
記録した
Yeah, I'm gonna save for real here, actually. Fuck.
And they all died.
Whoosh! Oh, looks like the game crashed. No, I'm kidding.
They're dead! They died.
Oh, look, it says play, which means I'm not playing. Oh, yeah, no. Steam big picture in a nutshell. Whoosh! The aircraft suddenly lifted up. Pulled by the winch, the glider quickly accelerates. The wheels bounce along the unpaved runway. Ageha ran along while holding up the left wing. I look at her from the side and our eyes meet.
See you when you get back!
A few seconds after the aircraft started moving along the runway, felt like we were floating. It was floating upwards. That was after only moving along a few meters. After it had started to float slightly while accelerating,
It's rising!
Amane pulled back on the yoke. The aircraft pointed upwards. I don't know what the angle was, but I felt like it was a really steep angle.
Up and away! Wow.
Whoa! Turn those sounds effect down and that music up. My whole body was shaking from the G-force. It felt like the floating sensation was equal to the feeling of being pulled by the winch. I looked down through the canopy. However, at this angle, the main wings blocked my field of vision, and I could hardly see the ground at all. How high are we now? Being unsure of the situation sowed the seeds of fear in my mind.
Releasing the tow rope. Yo, I got goosebumps right now. This is so cool.
The feeling of being pulled suddenly disappears, and the aircraft floating gently like it had been set free. That's because it had been set free. We're flying. From that moment, the glider was no longer borrowing power from something else. It was flying all by itself. I've never experienced this before. This strange feeling of floating. The sound of the wind is extremely loud.
Oh, wait, please check the tow rope. Oh, buttercup, please.
I, sitting in the back seat, turn around to see the tow rope had been safely released. Cue the electric guitar! That rope, with a small parachute attached, falls slowly to the ground. Release confirmed.
Alright, launch successful.
The glider was able to fly into the sky without any problems.
Ah, it's flying! It really is flying! Hey, Kotori! Okay, look, it's flying! I can see.
This is one of the most dopamine-inducing scenes in any game I've ever played.
It's amazing. The wings that we made are flying. Oh, wow. So that's what it looks like when it's flying. I'm getting all emotional. Oh, the rope's coming down. You better go and retrieve it. It looks like fun, Aloy.
We really are flying. This is awesome.
Don't look down. It's scary.
You don't need to look down. Please, keep looking straight ahead.
Roger that.
I've checked the ground in place of Amane. We're about 300 meters above the ground. Oh, Agaha is going to get the tow rope. The tow rope, in other words, the rope coming out from the winch, was attached to the bottom of the aircraft by a hook. The hook can be detached any time from the cockpit, and this is usually done just before the glider reaches the point above the winch. Even if there is a problem with the controls for detaching it, once the glider goes past the point of being directly above the winch and is pulled from behind, it automatically releases. Once it's released, a small parachute is open, and it falls slowly back to the ground. If it's not detached, it can cause a terrible accident, so I must check to see if it has been released. As I sat in the back seat, I enjoyed the view from 300 meters above the ground. We're overlooking the city. I could see the roof of Flying Fish Manor, which was quite close to the runway. I could also see Agaha's house, which looked tiny. Ah, it's the school. Wow, we're really flying.
Hey, can you stop saying we're flying? We're flying? It makes me feel really aware of it.
Oh, sorry. I hold my tongue and I enjoy my first flight. When I saw the glider flying from below, it looked like it was really carefree as it flew, but once you actually ride it, it really does feel carefree after all. However, hearing the rushing sound of the wind and the feeling that the wind resistance goes right into my body are things that you don't get from the simulator. Those things are the forces that keep the glider, which has no thrust, into the air. Even when the aircraft moves down slowly, it doesn't feel like it's falling as it flies leisurely through the wind.
Wings are great.
What's that?
The stability is outstanding. They really are different to the ones I made.
It's all thanks to those guys.
Yeah, when we get back, let's get them lots of hugs.
You're an expert at that, aren't you, Amane?
Turning.
She says she tilts the yoke to the right. The aircraft leans to the right all of a sudden. Whoa!
Ah!
Amane returns the yoke to its original position and corrects the aircraft, which had banked too far, but... Whoa.
Whoa!
She moves it too much, and it then banks to the left. Hang on, who was that? Oh, that was Amane. That was Amane. Whoops. Fuck!
It's okay, honestly, that's a genuine reaction. He would probably be like, whoa, 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 whoa!
He moves it too much and it banks to the left. Amane, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh, why is it lagging again? Oh, but this... Whoa! Oh no. I wonder what they're doing.
If there's any good time to cut the music, it's now.
Dunno, testing the main wings? Even so, it doesn't look so good.
Oh, they do have communications.
Amane, do you read me? Amane, do you read me?
Received a transmission from Kotori.
It's shaking about. Are you okay? Whoa, maybe not.
Amane, calm down! Since a few moments earlier, Amane, who had tried to level the aircraft, leaning it too far and then back again, over and over.
The ailerons are too sensitive. Whoa! Oh, it's your turn.
Okay, Amane, I'm taking over.
I'll leave it to you.
Amane let go of the controls. In her place, I take the controls from the back seat. Double-seated gliders have completely the same controls in both the front and back seats. Just like I did in the simulator. I tried turning it, using the yoke to control the ailerons, and the elevator, as well as the pedals to control the rudder. I tilt the yoke to the right, and the aircraft banks. You really only need to move the yoke back to the middle after banking, but in this case, it needs to be moved a little in the opposite direction. So this is counter steer. I get it!
What's up, boy?
The reaction of the ailerons is too sensitive. But it's okay. This won't be a problem. When I say that the reaction of the ailerons is too sensitive, I mean that if I just move the yoke a little, the ailerons move more than usual, which can cause the aircraft to lean too far. They're misaligned. If Amane, who is really clumsy, were to use the controls like this, it could be a bit dangerous.
Oh, come on. Ah! Okay. Are they okay? They're fine. If the worst happens, they can always fall into the lake. Hey, that's not gonna happen, is it? It's better than falling to the ground. Oh, they straightened it out.
Seems like we're level again.
Oh, are you alright, Haley?
Yeah, something like that's no problem. For me. It's a little hard to maneuver, but it should be fine once I get used to it. Okay, I'll pilot it for a while.
Yes, please.
For now, I'll just fly once around the runway. I slowly turn the aircraft and make it turn around above Kotori and Ageha. From above, I can see them both waving, even though the players can't. I wonder if Anchan is watching us too. I can just about make off the roof of Anchan's factory from here. I turn a little more, and now we're above the lake. Shall we go to the other side of the lake? Today, the airflow is stable.
Ah!
Fucking Christ!
Today, the airflow is stable, but it looks like it might be difficult to find any vertical drafts.
If we can't ride the vertical drafts, we can't raise the altitude. Even though we call it flying, in actuality, it's falling with style. No, I'm kidding. The glider is continually falling slowly, so if there are no vertical drafts, we will have to land at some point.
But with these wings, we might be able to do it.
Roger that. If it looks bad, we'll turn around and come back.
Huh? Where are they going? Looks like they're heading to Windmill Hill. Will they be able to get there? I don't know.
The glider proceeded to fly across the lake. The altitude was gradually dropping, but we were all right for the time being.
I'll be watching the instruments.
Thank you. I learned how to read the instruments with the simulator, but I'm still not used to it. We just flew straight forward, and after a short time, the other side of the lake came into view. There, we saw the gentle slopes of the hill and the windmills lined up on top. Today, the wind is quite weak, so they weren't really turning that much. Ah!
What's that, I wonder? Where? See, over there. It's coming this way.
You should voice
It's plain,
you
isn't
should
it?
voice girl A with a higher voice and girl B with a lower one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Oh yeah, you're right. You've always had a good eyesight. But it's flying awfully low. It doesn't look very fast either.
From over there, we saw you flying for the first time, Amane.
Oh, back then, huh?
That was the day I came back to this town. The day where it all began. That time, Kotori was waving her hand at the glider. Did you see her?
No, I wouldn't have seen something like that. On that day, the airflow was really good, but strong, and I didn't feel very comfortable with it.
Oh. While we were speaking, we had crossed the lake and were now above the windmills. Just like Amane did on that day, we slowly turned above the hill. It felt really strange to look down at the giant windmills from above.
Girl A is high, right?
Yes.
It's turning very slowly. What a strange aircraft. Is that a glider by any chance? A glider? Yes, maybe. A glider. It's flying so slowly. Looks like it would feel nice. If it had an engine, it could fly even faster. I wonder why it doesn't have one.
They're expensive as hell. And this is a school.
Oh, wait, we're losing a lot of altitude.
Roger, heading back. We can't stay here for long. We need to go back across the lake while we still have enough altitude. As we turn back towards the direction on the other side of the lake. I can see people on top of the hill. There are 2 of them. They must be girls. Fuck! God damn it. Seemed like they were looking up at us. They like gliders. Same as Kotori. While making that up in my head, I leave Windmill Hill behind me. You've met them both. Do you not recognize them?
You probably can't see that good detail.
I mean, I guess. You can see Agaha, though. And they were higher up when that happened.
Yes.
While making that up in my head, I leave Windmill Hill behind me.
It's gone. It's just floating. It seems quite unreliable.
Yes, but
It felt like it was flying. Oh, they're back! It's pretty low, isn't it? Looks like they're going to land. Come in, AOI, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Now commencing landing.
Roger, but when they say land...
Well then, I'll return the controls to you. No, bad idea, bad idea.
Roger that.
Nodding nervously, Amane grips the yoke. We're fucked. It's said that landing is the most common time for glider accidents to occur. Because it's going from flying to being in contact with the ground, one mistake can mean it's very easy to suffer some kind of physical damage. The landing is difficult, and when you push the yoke forward to lower the altitude, the speed can increase. If you're traveling too fast, there will be a large impact when landing, and you won't be able to stop after landing. It's possible to go past the end of a runway and collide with something. That's why you need to lower the altitude while keeping the speed as low as possible. For that reason, the main wings of gliders are equipped with several types of lift-reducing apparatus. Do not destroy vital testing apparatus. By reducing lift, the altitude can be reduced without increasing the speed. Even though a glider is quite simply built, there are several different devices equipped for taking off and landing.
They're on their way down.
Might I suggest getting out of the way?
Alright, just like that.
Wow, they animated this. Bam! Ah!
Ow!
Amane, in a way that could almost be described as a rough landing, set us down on the ground in a way that felt like we were falling. Actually had us... honestly, I feel like all plane landings are rough, or all the ones I've experienced.
Really? I've had some really smooth ones, and some really smooth takeoffs.
Well, my most recent landing was like... BAM!
Oh, dang. Might have been a pilot in training. Who knows?
Maybe. The glider, returning to Earth, ran along for a few meters before the wheel brakes stopped it. We've done it!
Welcome back!
As we open the canopy, Agaha thrusts her face inside. We made it. There's the title theme. Taking off the seatbelt, I clamber out of the narrow cockpit. Amane, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Amane slowly takes off her seatbelt. I get out first and help Amane get out too. It's been a while, well, about 10 minutes. But I strangely missed being able to put my feet on the ground. That's me after every flight.
How was it?
Like, flights are cool for about 5 minutes. And then it's just like, I just want to get there. Especially my last flight, they literally never let us stand up.
Why?
I don't
Was
fucking
it
know.
like just so short, or?
I think they meant to, but they forgot to turn the seatbelt light off. Because when we were, they said we were about to descend, they turned the seatbelt light off, and then immediately turned it back on again. Anyways, how was it? Katori, arriving a little later than Ageha, rushes ahead and starts firing questions at us. Well, how should I put it? It was awesome! It felt totally incredible. No other impressions came to mind.
I thought it would be.
Like, here, I'll show you. Get in the back. How long were we flying for? Oh, okay.
About 15 minutes. Hey, did you go above Windmill Hill?
Yeah, just for a little while. I got a pretty good look at it.
Sounds great.
I don't think I've ever seen
Good work,
Katori
Monty.
smile that wide. Like, that's a new smiling sprite that I just saw. Anyways, turn that down.
Good work, Amane.
Ageha passed some mineral water to Amane. The cockpit, that was continually being hit with direct sunshine, was unbearably hot inside.
Thanks.
At least the aircraft is, I forget, white reflects and, or refracts.
Black.
Absorbs.
Black absorbs, yeah.
Yeah. At least it's a white,
They
aircraft.
still get real hot, though.
Yeah.
Well, the inside of it
Yeah.
is not white. The inside's a darker color, so...
True. Thanks, yeah.
How were the main wings? They glided through the air much more smoothly than before. It felt really good. Alright!
Okay, I'm really glad I did this episode on PC, because I feel like on Switch, that sequence, that video sequence would not have been as smooth.
But partway through it started to wobble, didn't it? Yeah, the ailerons were too twitchy. We need to adjust them slightly. Were there any other problems? Let me see.
While Katori and I were overwhelmed with excitement, beside us, Ageha and Amane were talking about it in a very matter-of-fact manner.
I need to fly it a bit more to be sure, but I think that's it for now. Understood. Well then, shall we just adjust the ailerons?
Ageha enthusiastically goes over to get the tools.
What are you doing? Come and help, you guys. Let's fly it as much as possible today.
The test had only just started. Then, we did a few more tests. The main objective for today was to test the main wings that had just been completed and check the repaired instruments. Also, to give me flight training. Thanks to the work I'd put into the simulator, I was able to control it from the very beginning. I only realized this from flying the real thing, but the simulator that Amane had made gives a pretty realistic feeling of flying. I have to say, that's what I'd expect from her. After adjusting the ailerons, I practiced takeoff and landing, and was able to use the basic maneuvers. As I came back from the 5th flight, Ageha came over to us.
Please tell me Katori was able to fly with you.
Heck no.
Good work! Why?
I groan as I open the canopy. It's so hot!
Here, have some water.
It looks like if you want to fly in this season, water is indispensable.
Just stuck it here, have some water.
Fuck!
I'm sorry! You've really gotten used to it, haven't you?
Yeah, my body's used to being in the cockpit now.
When you turned just now, it was beautiful. Also, when you landed, it was smoother than when Amane did it.
Oh, I got a chance
No
to land.
offense. Oh, he's improving
I'm gonna
quickly.
take a fat guess here and say I was the only one in the plane that time. Amane speaks in a way that is hard to interpret whether she's pleased or if she's sulking. It would appear that she still has a complex about her clumsiness. I'm feeling quite worn out. I'm gonna take a little break. Getting back on the ground, my legs are a little unsteady. Rather than actually being tired, being in the air for so long had messed up my sense of balance.
We've done enough testing. Maybe we can do some more after we've had some lunch. Shall we do that?
We continue with the line of conversation. Then Katori says, Please? Please? Please?
I want to write it too!
Please? Amane looked at me. No! No! I can't let her ride in with me. You're the one with the license, Amane.
But you're already better than me.
That might be true for just normal flying, but there's no guarantee that there won't be any problems. If something happens, I won't be able to deal with it.
Amane, you fly it.
Katori, do you have a death wish or something?
Are you serious?
Ageha responds instinctively, and Amane seems a little hurt. However, when I was sitting in the back seat, watching Amane at the controls, I certainly did feel quite nervous.
It's fine. I think it's worth risking my life for. Oh!
Get
Flying
wrecked,
on the wings that
Amane.
we made, after all.
Katori swallows. She nods.
Okay, I understand. Well then, shall we fly one more time before lunch? Yay!
In her wheelchair, Katori throws her arms into the air.
Okay, I'll operate the winch. Aoi, we're putting Katori in the back seat, so give me a hand.
Sure. Aoi, you dumbass.
What?
Like, you could have... You could have had a confession scene. No, I'm kidding.
True. That is true. That is true.
Ageha and I pick up Katori and put her in the back seat.
How's your seat? Does it feel too loose?
A confession in the sky.
Sure. Doesn't it feel too loose? Or it doesn't feel too loose. It feels just right.
What's up, Amane?
I'm a bit worried because I don't have Aoi here to help me. Oh, I know how you feel. But the person in the back should be even more worried. I'm fine.
While we continue with the preparations, Ageha waits over by the winch. A very shrunken sprite. The launch preparations were complete. I gave Ageha the signal to commence the launch. Mistake. Mistake.
I'm so excited! 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 Huh?
The winch isn't moving at all. Hey, what's the problem? Ageha is waving in this direction. The next moment... Shit. Yeah, I think we're done testing. Even though I always say continue testing, we have to stop testing. Black smoke was coming from the winch.
There's some sort of smoke coming out. Huh? Oh, yeah.
I'll be back. Just in case, please release the tow rope for now.
Roger.
I checked that Amane had released the tow rope, then run over to the winch. What's up?
It looks like it's broken.
Looking at the black smoke rising up like a signal beacon, Ageha called out, completely at a loss for what to do. Well, we're done. We're done we are done for today. Anyways.
It's no good. It's broken.
Sorry, Kotori. Looks like your first flight is gonna be with me after all.
Yay!
Just imagining Aoi actually saying that, and Kotori actually responding the way you did.
That would be great, honestly.
Ane sounded like she was in complete despair, and she looked at the inside of the winch, which was covered in oil.
Oh, really?
Kotori, who really wanted to fly, was downhearted. It looked like one of the parts in the dilapidated old machine had broken, and we could no longer use it. I almost messed up dilapidated, but my brain put it together.
It's a good thing this happened before I tried to launch. If this had happened during takeoff, there could have been a big accident.
Amane nods as if to say, "You're right. Can this be fixed?"
This might be hard to do ourselves. We need to ask a professional to fix it.
And shell out probably hundreds of thousands of yen in the process.
Or talk to you.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
That's going to take a long time, though, isn't it? It will take more than just a day or two.
For a start, even getting someone to come and get such a bulky machine would be a tough job in itself. Anchan! To tell the truth, I'm more worried about the costs than the time it will take.
So... that's all for today's testing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh!
Sitting in her wheelchair, Kotori goes white with shock. Extend those little wings that are crashing into the ground lowly. I'm sorry, crashing into this ground lowly.
Crashing into said ground.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Oh, yes. Anchan got one of his contacts to repair the broken winch. It's an old model, and there was rattling with some other parts. I thought they said it was maintained. So he said that repairs would take at least a week. We were so busy until yesterday. Now suddenly we had nothing to do. God, I keep hitting my scroll wheel accidentally.
Boy!
We are all bored out of our mind? Or burning up? Completely, devastated. Even worse. It's not like there is nothing at all for us to do. Before I forget the feeling of actually flying, I go back to the simulator, and as always, Amane goes back to looking at the drawing board. Kotori opens up a book that she borrowed from the library and starts to check something.
I'm back! I bought ice creams too.
Please tell me the air conditioner isn't broken. I mean, it only works kinda. But still better than nothing. It only kinda works, but still better than nothing. Ageha, who had lost our game of RPS, had come back from buying ice cream. She gives out the ice cream to everyone.
What you reading, Kotori?
And why do you look like your sister? I'm sorry, I will never get over those cross eyes.
They're so cute! Oh, nothing much. I'm finding out about Morning Glory.
I want to hear that morning glory again.
Morning Glory.
ちょっとね、モーニンググローリーのことを調べてるの。
That's a bit better.
By the way, in case you were wondering what her voice sounds like, that's what it sounds like.
The voice is a bit higher than I.
Yeah.
Our final objective is not just to fly, is it?
At some point, the test flight had become our objective, but that was really just a milestone. To go above the clouds was our true objective. We also need to do that this summer. Maybe.
Hopefully.
I mean, Amane's quitting, so yes. But we don't know if the Morning Glory is going to happen.
True.
After she had finished giving out the ice creams, she dug into her own and then slumped down in the chair.
Truth is, until now, all we've done is a load of test flights.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
There's nothing we can do about it right now. We can't fly without the winch. I feel that the simulator isn't really enough. So why don't you go do your homework or something while you have the chance?
I've done it already.
All right, smartass.
Yo, me! I just get all my homework done immediately. Nothing else better to do.
Well, I apologize for indirectly calling you a smartass.
Nah, it's okay.
Wow, that was quick. When did she have enough spare time to do that?
None of us have done any summer type stuff at all, have
Oh,
we?
please!
Is there a beach episode?
Please! There is a beach episode in this game. And if it's coming up, it is absolutely hysterical.
Oh my gosh!
They put so much comedy into this scene.
Beach trip, beach trip, beach trip. The summer
Sexy
festival's all finished
whammon.
before we even really realized. No, beach trips are always like hilarious. They're like some of my favorite episodes in anime because they're like just hilarious.
Women in revealing underwear. Oh, you pervert! Women in even more revealing swimsuit. Ooh, go ahead and look all you want.
But I don't understand. I'm like, why the heck do people freak out about seeing anyone's underwear when literally you go to the beach and people wear like maybe a tiny cloth over their nipples?
Yeah.
Maybe, if you're lucky.
Like you see a man in briefs, you could just call it Speedo. Like, whatever.
Yeah, like, bro.
I mean, it looks about the same. Different material, but I digress. Anyways, Summer Festival was all finished before we even realized. That's because we'd been in the garage the whole time. If I had to say, the only kind of summer activity we did was eating that watermelon.
True. I want to do summer things! Hey, do you want to go swimming somewhere?
Hey, nice giant single tooth in your mouth. That is straight up what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Where can we go?
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be at the pool and the beach, so they'll all be jam-packed.
At the school pool? The swimming club are practicing like crazy.
She must have seen that on the way back from the store and felt that she wanted to do it too.
Ah, that's it! There is somewhere we can swim.
Oh, you mean that place?
記録した。
As soon as she said that, I knew where she meant.
Let's go swim right now!
Beach episode! Standing up quickly, she turns around to look at Almane and Kotori.
No way, I can't. Why not?
Ageha, are you dumb?
Legs don't work.
Oh, I guess that's another thing.
I only have school issue swimwear.
Don't worry, some men find that hot. I'm sorry.
Liam!
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to tell the truth.
Liam!
I mean, am I wrong?
Liam!
Hey, don't bash me for telling the truth.
Stop the line of... Stop, just, no. No.
Community guideline strike. Here it comes.
Yep, here it comes, right here, right now, yep.
Oh, what's that? Excellent connection? Nah, I think we're fine.
Some men find that hot. Boy!
I'm not wrong!
I know, but why mention it?
Especially in Japan.
Why? Oh! You somehow made it even worse. I don't even
I'm sorry,
have
not especially in Japan. Especially in anime. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. When was the last
To
time
the
I
entire
had to swim in a pool?
to the entire country of Japan, I would like to apologize for my previous statement.
something.
Let's go on a shopping trip.
Shopping trip and beach episode? Oh my god!
So that's why, being pushed into it by Ageha, it was hurriedly decided that we would be going swimming this afternoon. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. I mean, I'm the only dude, so even better. I'm kidding.
Oh my freak! You did not just say that!
This stream is rated as teen as this version of the game is.
Oh my gosh.
It is the summer holiday, after all. We're not so lazy that we'd willingly let it go to waste. In the afternoon, we stopped off at the dormitory. This place is close to where we want to go. Oh, we already bought all of that stuff, apparently. Okay, guys, have you got everything?
Man.
Alright, let's go. No more windy shopping district. Feeling like I was leading the outing, I took everyone with me as we left the dormitory. Our destination was...
He's like, I'm in my own anime
Yep.
harem. Ha, 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 ha.
Okay, this is the scene. This is it.
Is this at the lake? Or is that the ocean?
I don't know. I see
Wow.
I see Windmill Hill in the background here.
So I guess it's the lake.
I guess it's the lake.
I didn't know such a place existed. Even the local people don't know about it because it's off the beaten track.
This,
But you're local.
this was no beach resort. It was the shore of the lake. There was sand beneath our feet, the water was nice, and we could swim there. And like Ageha said, being off the beaten track meant that most people didn't know about it. It's surrounded by forest and cliffs, so it can't be seen from the surrounding area.
This is an interesting place.
Possible swimsuit reveal sometime in the next panel.
Everyone seemed like they were wearing their
Oh
normal
yes,
clothes.
Hattie. What swimsuit do you have on, Hattie?
He
Seeing
just takes his hat off.
seeing the waterfront.
Hatchie the platypus!
Seeing the waterfront. Dear God. Seeing the waterfront, Hattie flaps his wings happily.
Oh, that's just a duck. Howdy the duck!
Anyways. What are you going on about?
Perry the platypus! Oh, that's just a regular platypus. Perry the platypus!
I don't know that.
Phineas the verb!
Oh, well, I have no interest in Phineas's verb because it's racist against Japanese people, so.
That was one episode.
Yeah, it was still a big stain.
I know. It's still good, though.
I've actually never seen it, so I guess I can't really say. Anyways.
When we were kids, we were exploring this area and we discovered it.
This was our secret place where we'd come to play. I mean, aside of the witches, I mean Flying Fish Manor. Ah, here we go.
Let's get changed to go swimming.
Looking at the waterfront made her get excited, just like Hattie.
If we go to the cave type thing over there, no one in the area will be able to see us.
Said Ageha as she pushed Kotori's wheelchair along. I wonder if she's gonna throw some kind of insult and call me a pervert. Because of the sand, if she didn't do that, Kotori wouldn't be able to go forward. Oh, she will. Okay.
Oh, you can't come over here.
Okay, I get it. Always got such a big mouth.
You're a boy too, so wait over there.
She yelled as she threw Hattie back to where he was before. Well then, I'll get changed too. In the middle of... when I say get changed, all I mean is that I'm taking my clothes off. I'm already wearing my swimming shorts. Fair enough.
See? Men can do that.
Hattie looks like he really wants to go swimming. I thought that once in a while he'd like to swim in a big, wide open place like this. So I brought him along, and it seems like he was enjoying it. Just hold on a bit longer. Everyone will be back soon. Okay. I waited with Hattie for a while. How long have I been going for? Okay, I probably got about 30 minutes left.
Okay.
Then the girls came back from the shadows of the hollow, wearing the new swimsuit they had just bought. Here it comes.
Wait, even Ageha got a new one.
Oh man. Todd.
That's actually so cute. It looks like her normal outfit, like, you know, the little ruffles at the top.
Yeah.
That's actually so, like, wow.
記録し
Ta-da! Oh, I actually love Amane's top. Oh my gosh. That blue is so pretty. I haven't been swimming in ages.
Irk. You
Oh
really are girls after all.
Hold it! What's that supposed to mean? What a mean thing to say. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Usually, you don't really seem all that feminine, that's all. I continue to make these types of terrible comments, but I can't help it if it's true! I spend basically all day, every day with them, so I didn't really make the distinction between boys and girls. That's a mistake. But...
We seem feminine now, though, don't we?
That smile. That look. It haunts me.
Oh.
They really do seem a lot more feminine. Or rather, I'm being made to notice. I usually don't notice, because I'm a dense anime boy. But this just reminded me of just how cute they are. So this must be why all the boys in the class envy me. What a comment!
Now, finally, it's the long-awaited question time.
I'm pretty sure this
Question
is actually a question that we have to answer, and I think it's gonna be which one of them looks best.
Oh, well, we have to choose.
We have to choose Katori.
Yeah, have to.
Even though I personally don't think that's true in this case.
Okay, honestly, swimsuit-wise, the swimsuit matching the personality.
I really like that, like...
They all like match the personality because Ageha's is like, it's like a beautiful sky color, you know? And then Katori's is like a light blue with polka dots.
Yeah, freaking Amane.
And then, you know, and then Ageha's is just, you know, her cute little fluffy, like, it's so cute!
I love Amane and, like, the skirt thing.
Yeah, that's, I love those kind of bottom things. Like, you know, you just have like a normal bikini bottom under, but you just put a little scarf thing over it, and it's like, oh my gosh,
looks
this is
10
a
times
fashion
better.
Statement.
Yes, I'm a guy. I'm a guy, and I say that when it's covered more, it looks better. Le gasp! I'm not a horny boy. Anyways.
Here comes the question.
No, wait, that's... Yep.
Whose swimsuit do you like the most?
I gotta surprise me with a really direct question. All of them are aware of where I'm looking and seem to be making poses. Looks like I won't be able to bluff my way out of this one. Oh yeah, Amane's route is locked.
Oh wow.
We literally can't say Amane!
Or none of them!
Well, I assume that...
I like Hattie's outfit best.
I think none of them is just, like, going for the other girls that aren't these three. The girl A and girl D.
Yeah.
Whose names, I believe, are Aya and Yoru.
Oh my gosh, Katori's has two little ruffles! Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so simple and so cute at the same time!
Maybe Katori's. I love how it's maybe because it's, you know, Amane. Like, I think her swimsuit looks best, but we can't freaking choose it. And even if we could, I wouldn't have picked it for the sake of the route.
Yeah. Huh?
Katori is stunned and instantly goes bright red.
That's great, isn't it, Katori? Oh wait, it's something nice to see about you. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. Oh my gosh, the bottom of Amani's skirt. It looks like the ocean waves.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Anyways.
Can I just... I actually legit want Amane swimsuit.
Actually, let me just hide that for a second. Oh my
gosh. I want Amane swimsuit. Like,
Why does it look like
It is
Katori
so
has
cute.
no bottom?
cause she's sitting down.
Yeah, but still. They could have done something. The devs could have they could have done something.
Mm.
If that isn't gonna get me a strike on this stream, I don't know what is. Anyways.
Can't do much about that. Katori is cute after all.
Oh my god.
Don't give me that lecherous look.
What sort of response is that? So I praise her, but I'm in a worse position than before?
Well, I think that Katori is just hiding her embarrassment.
Katori's bright red face looks down at the ground.
See, the thing I like about this is that the three of them, whichever one you're gonna end up with, the others will support you because they're all friends with each other.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like enemy turn enemy.
I feel like
because,
I feel
you
like
know-
when Amane's option is available, if we pick it, both of the other two are just gonna call me a pervert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, Ageha of course is still gonna stay your friend, and Ageha and Katori and Amane are all like super close friends now after all this glider stuff. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
no one's gonna be enemies with the other because they all were like pretty okay and like hyping up any one of them being with Aoi, you know, in that bath scene.
Yes.
So, like, they all were pretty chill with one of them at least ending up with him.
Yes.
So,
Yes. The no holds barred question time ended without incident. So now it's time to go swimming. After completing my warm-up exercises, I got to work on inflating the rubber ring.
I don't need that. I'm not a kid.
No way! It'll be a big problem for me if you drown.
That's right. Accidents in the water are scary, you know.
Damn it, Shaggy.
he's changed to 3 different games.
My power level is over 9,000!
I don't need something like that, though.
Pretty soon, you'll be glad that we've got the rubber ring from the bottom of your heart. Because this is where the fun begins.
Is it a giant ducky? Please tell me it's a giant ducky.
Not
Please tell me it's a
not
giant
quite.
ducky.
As I speak quietly, but with a hidden meaning, she gives me a suspicious look. All right, finished! I put the inflated rubber ring over Katori's head. Hold on tight. Don't let go! Come on.
Yeah, okay.
Come on. Yes!
Let's go!
I got high and I lifted up Katori together.
Whoa, wait, where are you taking me?
Even though the waterfront
water?
is close by, we head in a completely different direction.
Just
Yes.
leave it to us.
Then we climbed on top of a big rock at the bottom of the cliff. By now, it seemed that Katori had realized what we have in store for her.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, it's really deep down there.
So just what exactly are you? You can jump to it as deep as you like and you'll be fine.
With the big grins on our faces, we swing Katori's body like a pendulum.
Stop, you're gonna kill me!
Here we go. 1, 2.
No.
One,
Just pause now!
2. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it. I see it.
1, 2.
3!
That's so freaking adorable!
As we threw Katori with all our strength, she flies through the air in a beautiful upward curve. Splash! The water sprays out like a torpedo had exploded.
Wow!
expected of the graceful Katori, she looked spectacular as she flew through the air.
Yep. She flew pretty nicely. From out of the ripples in the water, Katori emerged, still holding tightly to her rubber ring.
Ah!
Hey, you okay?
You still alive?
Also, are you alive? That's important. Should have asked that first.
That was so fun! One more time!
Katori waved both hands like she was calling for an encore. Next is a jump of S difficulty. A triple aerial twist moonsault. As we get down from the rock to go and get Katori, there was Amane, waiting with a sparkle in her eyes.
My turn next.
Huh? You want to do it too?
Yeah!
Oh.
Amane, I thought you were scared of heights. This kind of height should be fine.
There's no way we could refuse when she had such an expectant look in her eyes. There's nothing we can do about that, so Agea and I lifted up Amane. The reason why she's heavier than Katori must be because of her boobs.
Huh? Amane's doing it too?
Get out of the way, it's dangerous there!
Here we go, Amane! Yeah!
1, 2, 3! Haha! I love these chibi CGs. You know what? Taking a screenshot of that.
Whoa!
I love his face too. One of the few times we actually see him.
Yeah, it's the same face that he, they're doing the same pose they did in the last one.
Well, yeah. I know, but I'm just pointing it out now.
Oh, yeah.
Amane flew through the air. Her trajectory was a little lower than Katori's. I give that maybe a 7. This time the splash was like a direct hit from a torpedo. Okay, maybe an 8.
Wow!
Katori and Hattie let out noises as the splashing water hits. Amane, are you alright?
Huh?
She can't swim, can you? Can't she? Glug glug, Amane is sinking. Amane!
Amane!
Katori starts desperately paddling toward her as she thrusts her hand into the water.
Ah!
Okay, that was close. Amane's face appears from the water. Then she clings to Katori's rubber ring.
I'm sinking! Whoa, hold it! Stop struggling like that!
Hang on, I'll be right there. I jump in and go to rescue them both.
I thought I was gonna die. I totally forgot that I can't swim. It's nothing to laugh about, Amane.
You can't swim, so why do you want to do it?
Tori looked like she enjoyed it, that's why. Also, I thought it might be good training for my piloting skills.
I don't think it would help with that.
I want to do it again!
Okay, okay.
Yeah, me too!
You can't do it!
Aww.
This is a game that we often used to play.
When we were kids, Hotaru would cry when we did this.
We were quite ruthless back then. Masasugu would be close to tears too. However, this is one of those rites of passage, and this is what helps kids to grow up. Maybe.
Didn't help Masa grow
Well,
up.
we started things off all of a sudden in a kind of childish way, but we were enjoying summer activities in our own way. Recently, I haven't really been that active. So, I was just swimming around the place. Katori entrusted herself to the rubber ring, floating on the water with Hat alongside her, while Ageha and Amane were building sandcastles. Those two really do like making things.
This feels so nice.
Katori murmured, with half of her body floating in the water of the beach.
My body feels light in the water, and it feels nice to not cause any hassle.
She's always in her wheelchair, so even moving a short distance can be quite troublesome. In the water, even her disabled legs don't feel so heavy. Hattie is happy at being able to swim around as much as he likes. I passed by the two of them as I returned from my long-distance swim, then got out of the water and sprawled out on top of the sand. I sure am worn out after that.
Welcome back. You swam really far, didn't you?
It's been a while since I did any exercise. I feel like I've lost some stamina.
Even so, you've got really great legs.
Oh, do I? Murmured Ageha as she looked at my...
Big thighs save lives.
Oh, that's because I used to cycle, which you already know. Wait, what the...
Look at this, Katori, but they're about the same thickness as your wings.
What the hell? Wait, what?
That's so rude. My waist isn't as thick as that. I can't.
Replace that K with a C, and then it's about right.
Oh my god.
Thick. As she says that, I can't help but look at Katori's waist. It really is slim. It's hard to tell because she's always in her wheelchair, but Katori has a slender body. Compared to her, Ageha is...
What is it?
No, I was just thinking how full-bodied you are. What? Who says that?
Full body, do you say? It's Katori that's too thin. Ageha should cut down on snacks.
Katori spoke in a serious tone to Hattie. You
Why,
little...
you little...
You little...
Speaking of body types...
Oh no. Both girls stared straight at Amane,
Oh no.
who was relaxing in the shade of a tree. I hope you get that joke.
Well, mine was from Big Hero 6.
Yes.
Was yours from Big Hero 6?
Yes.
Just double check it.
Oh no. Was relaxing in the shade of a tree.
Hmm?
I'm sexy and I don't know it.
I'm literally an adult.
She was in the water just now, so her wet swimsuit was clinging tightly to her body, which emphasized her curves. And you
What are
know,
you looking?
and you know, most of the people playing this game, or at least the E-rated version, like, they don't have to be adults. We just happen to be.
Yeah, it's weird. I am an adult.
The bit... No, that's not me.
The bits that curve outwards really curve out.
Wait, she took off her little skirt thingy?
Well, yeah, she was swimming.
I
That skirt
guess.
is a cover up. You
Yeah,
put
that's
it
true.
over.
That's true.
The parts that should curve inwards curve in too.
She really does have the ideal curvaceous body.
It's not fair. Yeah, you're right. Well, what's that you're talking about?
I can sum it up in one word. Boobs.
She's pretty, has a nice body, she's clever.
She's stupid, she's clumsy.
She's the perfect anime girl stereotype.
She's moe.
She's also kind of a klutz, but even that has a certain charm to it, which is also unfair.
As was said in the anime Lucky Star, clumsy is sexy. You get moe
See, for
points.
me, smart is sexy.
No.
That's actually yes.
I really don't really consider that a thing to do with sex appeal.
Oh well, everyone makes the joke like, or what's that? There was this whole thing like where it's like smart is the new sexy, but like the thing is, most smart guys are into all the fandoms that the girls are in. Because they're not just like blindly looking at sports and drinking beer all the time.
Right. Well,
That's what we mean.
Well, then there's dumb, and then there's that type of dumb. Depends on what you mean by smart. If by smart you mean like straight A grades, 4.0 GPA, no, fuck that. If by smart you mean not stupid, then yeah, sure.
Smart by being they can read they can actually like understand emotions of people.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, but some men are like just so stupid that they can't. So
yeah,
it's like,
I know.
we want a smart man.
I've encountered men like that on various occasions, and I don't understand how they can be such dicks.
Yep.
She's also kind of a klutz. You read this, didn't you?
Yeah.
Amane looks at her body, slightly bewildered. She puts her hands on her voluptuous breasts and lifts them up.
Hold on. Before you move this, okay? I just want to say an amazing detail. So, down from her, what is that? Armpit, down from her armpit where you see the little ruffles and stuff.
Yeah.
And on the other side. So it's actually like such a beautiful like thing that they do. Like, I don't know how they do those lines, the crease lines so well in anime, but it's so freaking beautiful because it makes it look realistic. Cause that's,
Yeah.
you know, cause like fabric does that. So it's like, how do you like not do enough? But like literally they only have three lines there, but it creates such movement that it's like it looks like realistic fabric in a way.
Yeah,
Realistic
I actually find like creased clothing more impressive in 3D modeling.
Oh yeah, like it's just so like beautifully done, like art, man.
Anyways.
Also the cliffside art.
Yes.
Ugh.
I know because we've been living together for a few days, but Amane doesn't seem to do anything to maintain her figure. Oh no, it's another one of these, is it? It's another,
I can eat all I want, and I never gain any weight at all.
That is actually me. I have really high metabolism, and it's
I'm-
not good because I'm not taking in any of that.
I am very jealous. Have you ever seen the anime K-On?
No, but I've like
It is-
seen it advertised on Netflix.
It's so good!
Okay.
It's so cute, and the music is actually phenomenal. It's a music anime, so...
Yeah. It was a music anime, that's kind of why I didn't want to watch it, because
you
I've heard a lot of
kidding me?
negativity about music anime, so...
K-On's one of the good ones. K-On is
Okay.
like the OG music anime, and was like I'm sure you've seen the characters before, and like in
Oh,
various
yeah, yeah,
situations. Also, it's Kyoto Animation, so you know it's gonna be phenomenal.
True. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to also add that to my long list.
Also,
of anime to watch.
it is honestly one of the best dubs I've ever seen. Like, the dub on it is actually phenomenal, and I don't give that compliment out lightly nowadays.
We're on High School Host Club!
Haven't seen it, so I can't say shit, although I did watch the first 2 episodes, and the dub was actually really good, so...
Like, you should honestly watch all of it, because if you like this kind of funny humor, oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good. Okay.
By the way, I have an idea for a podcast. And you know what? I'm gonna say it here on stream. So we should like give each other like 3 episodes of our of some of our favorite anime. It can be the only rule being that well, it can't contain like sexual stuff first.
Yeah.
And second rule being that if it's not an episode 1, it has to like it has to be easily understandable without prior knowledge.
Unless, you know, you've already seen the first few episodes of Orin High School Host Club, so if I give you a random episode in that, you'd be
Yes.
fine and understand it because you've been introduced to the
Yes.
characters.
I guess the other rule is the other person can't have seen it before.
Okay. Gotcha.
We definitely should do that.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
and then like just take notes and talk about it.
Talk about it. I'd kind of like to watch
Yeah.
them together if possible, because I
Yeah.
can screen share anime. So
True. So like we could screen share it and then like
yeah.
record our reactions to it.
I don't know where you find your anime, but unfortunately, you cannot screen share Netflix. They have copyright protection. So
I actually have a Funimation account that I pay for.
I don't know if they have copyright protection as well. They might. I don't know, cause
I paid for it.
well, either way, it's still copyrighted. DHCP will not let you screen share copyrighted content.
Sadness.
Believe me, I've tried. Kotori and Agahas don't really worry that much about it, but in Amane's case, she doesn't seem worried about it in the slightest. I just realized we spent like 5 minutes just staring at her boobs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were talking about everything else.
In other words, she's a natural beauty. It can't be helped if they say it's unfair.
Genetics, man.
Wait, what?
If we're talking about figures, the voice is the best, isn't it?
That came completely out of the blue. Damn right it did. It caught me off guard, and I've played this game before.
I mean, he is the epitome of male protagonist of a harem.
I feel like that's more Tatsuya. Or at least in terms of looks, it's more Tatsuya. Me.
Tatsuya's got all the looks all right. You just look so plain that it's like, oh
Uh,
yeah.
Except the thighs, apparently. Thicker than Kotori's waist.
Did you stand up?
I do as she says and stand up. Big mistake. Insert fangirl screaming here.
Why?
It's true.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it is.
Can you stop looking at me like that? It's kind of embarrassing.
Now you know what we feel like!
I was literally about to say, now I know why all the women in anime seen in their swimsuits are either like trying to seduce their man or are like, oh my gosh, could you please stop? This is embarrassing. Or just straight up calling them a pervert. But that's actually less common when it comes to swimsuits.
It's alright, it's no big deal.
You say that to me, but if I stared at you, you'd get angry, wouldn't you? Oh my god.
That's because
Boys are perverts, we're not like that, are we?
Double standards can fuck off.
That's right.
So it's okay because they're girls then.
he is really slim but has good muscles. It's what you might call a nice body.
Don't say it like that.
Sorry, I was eating a Tootsie Roll.
Come over here a sec, will ya?
Bro, what are you going to do to me? I go to Kotori as she beckons me over.
Pinches his butt. Wait, oh no, she's probably asking to touch his muscles.
I know, but still!
Can I touch it?
Sure, but don't touch any weird places. Kotori pokes my arm muscles with her fingertip.
Hey, now try tensing up.
And you are an excellent test subject. I do as she tells me.
No way! What is this? It's hard!
That could be taken badly. That could be taken really badly.
Yes, it can out of context, but in this context, that means like, you know,
Yeah,
for
obviously.
not exercising a whole bunch and still having super strong arms.
In fact,
you know,
in fact,
so much so that it's like literally like
in fact,
hard.
in fact, both it's hard and can I touch it could be taken really badly.
I know.
Where? Oh, so it is. Ah, I didn't know it could be hard like that.
Stop making it weird. Everyone seems intrigued as they poke my muscles. It tickles.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you look at normal men and everything, you know, like, even just, like, normal people working out and everything, their muscles, like, look like they're,
Yeah.
not the word flabby, but, like, you know, soft, not, like, super, like, hard as steel.
Honestly, I find like really big muscles super unattractive.
I find them like I'm like weirded
Like
out by
bo-
them.
like
or like the people with
bodybuilders?
the bulging veins. The bulging veins is what gets
Like
off.
bodybuilders?
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I remember the Jim Gaffigan thing, like,
Please
when
don't
talking
tell
about
me.
when I'm talking about bodybuilders, I don't mean people who work out. I'm talking about those guys that are so big, people are afraid to tell them it looks weird. By the way, I was
for that joke.
he's gonna get his ass beat for this joke. I also Ted contacted me and asked me to send him a clip, and all he told me was one line that he remembers Gaffigan saying, and he asked me to find the clip, and that line is, "Do you mind if I stab you in the head?" And it was like, people seem to think that's not a lot of kids. 5 kids, that's a lot of kids. Oh, you think so? Thanks for the heads up. Do you mind if I stab you in the head?
Yeah, that one.
Anyways,
Okay, the next place is here.
she says as she points at my chest. Hey, if I touched your chest, you'd totally go nuts.
Yeah, I would. Whatever, just let us touch it. Would you normally have all these beautiful stitches?
Yeah, but you shouldn't say it like that.
I'm gonna touch it too.
It's so difficult. It's difficult when Amane says it too. It can't be avoided, so I tense up my pecs.
See, this is the issue you have when you have like smart girls, because they actually like. See, for me, I see people's bodies as scientific. So like when I like see someone super muscly or anything, I'm like, oh man, the amount of time and effort to be able to get all those individual muscles to that size and such.
No, I don't.
you know.
I don't see bodies scientific. Like,
I see bodies scientifically.
Fair
It's
enough.
It's a me problem.
They're bulging out. That's amazing.
oh no!
They're so hard. Wow, I can't believe this is also a human body like mine.
Amane checks the difference by alternating between touching my chest and her own. What is going on? This is so embarrassing. But I am just a tad happy about it. Oh, yes, I bet you... Yes, I bet you are. A guy being happy about having his muscles praised is just like a girl being pleased about having her figure praised.
See, well, like, for me, I'm like, when you actually, I don't know why, but it kind of looks more impressive when a woman is, like, super muscly than a man.
Well, yeah.
I don't know why. It seems, like, way more impressive
True,
to
but
me.
at the
Like,
same time...
I've just seen so many men, like, with, you know, six-pack abs and whatever, because, you know, they're models that all have six-pack abs. But, like, you know, when a woman does it, like, they do weightlifting or anything, it's like, wow, that is actually amazing.
True, but as a straight male, I do not find super muscly women very attractive. I'm gonna be real.
Well, yeah, that's understandable. Because, well, I mean, I guess the stipulation is most of them are like butch gay or something like that. But
No, I don't.
like,
I don't really see that.
I know that a lot of people do, and I'm like, oh, there's actually some women that aren't. But like, it's beautiful for some people. I
Fair
mean,
enough. Yeah.
I see it as it's like an amazing feat
Yeah.
for someone to be able to get that muscly as a woman, because, you know, I don't know, we
Okay.
just have a lot of flabby parts.
Okay, I gotta go soon, so let's finish up.
Oh
this.
yeah, okay.
This part is even better. I say as I kind of get carried away and touch up my legs.
They're really taut. Wow, as I thought. That's great, Aoi.
How do you like my well-trained dog? Well, I guess they are well-trained since he's a cyclist.
Yeah, you must have done it for like years or something, because they're still that good.
Oh, fuck.
But it's kind of gross, though. Yeah, this is a bit too much. If you use this to hit someone, it would make a pretty good weapon.
What's wrong, Aoi?
It's nothing. I'm just gonna go cry myself to sleep. The three girls stare blankly at me as I trudge toward the water. Yes, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. In the water.
What's this about all of a sudden? Well, boys can be so sensitive. I wanted to touch it a little more.
I float on the surface of the water along with Hattie, who had followed me, and it seemed to soothe my wounded heart.
My body feels all slimy. I want to take a shower now. I've got sand all over my wheelchair.
We played at the lake until sunset, then went back to the dormitory.
That was so fun.
Quack, quack.
I'll see you had fun too, Hattie.
Amane seemed satisfied as she spoke to Hattie. I was worried that swimming in the lake might not really appeal to Amane, so I'm really glad she enjoyed it. While having a lively chat, we go through the gate and see someone at the entrance. Is it Anshan? Oh, it's Hibari. Okay.
Hibari! Hibari!
It was Hibari.
What a relief! There's no one here. The door's locked. I called your cell phone, but you didn't answer. Sorry, I didn't realize. Whoa!
Katori groans as she looked at the call history on her cell phone. She had an unbelievable amount of missed calls from Hibari.
Well, I was worried about you. Where were you, Kotori? Sorry, I think that's supposed to be her. Sorry, I went to swim at the lake with everyone. Swim?
Hibari seemed puzzled as she looked at Katori. It looked like Katori going swimming was completely unexpected.
Oh, I see.
We didn't think that Hibari was coming today. It's always quite sudden, but usually either I or Kanako are in the dormitory. However, since yesterday, Kanako had been back at her house. Everyone is now on their Oban holiday. Wait, Kanako got admitted back at her house?
I guess.
I unlocked the entranceway door. Please come on in,
No, that's all for today. I have to go now.
she said, and then she looked at Katori.
Kotori, you're not coming back, are you? That's right. Mom and Dad both really wanted to see you, Kotori. No, I'm not going back. It's more fun here. Kotori? I guess you're right. You've made so many friends here. I'm sorry, Hibari. No. Call later, will you? Okay, got it. Oh wait, please take good care of Kotori.
Yes, I'm keeping an eye on her, so please feel safe in the knowledge that everything's alright on your way home. What do you mean, keeping an eye on me? Grumbled Katori.
Also, I've got this for you.
Psh. Oh. She takes out a great big styrofoam box and opens the lid. Inside it...
Wow! Wow! Wow!
I love that
neat.
stock sound effect.
I received it as a summer gift. Go ahead, you can all eat this together. That's just like you to do something like that, Hibari. Meat!
She likes meat, I guess. This is the second time for Ageha and Amane to meet Hibari. Since we started camping, Hibari had been to the dormitory a few times.
Okay, I'm off now, Kotori. Yeah, see you. Say hi to Mom and Dad for me.
Still no wings.
What's so nice is that she, like, you know, is making friends and everything when she struggled so hard to do that. That's why Hibari is, like, totally fine with this.
Yeah.
This is the first paper airplane barbecue competition.
Ageha declared, the opening in a loud voice. It's a competition, as the name suggests. It's an anything goes contest, where we all make the paper airplane, and the person whose plane flies the furthest gets to eat the best meat. The A5 beef. The reason why why we are doing this is because the meat that Hibari brought over varies in type and size. There's beef, pork, and chicken. Give me the pork, please. As well as the
Give me a chicken, please.
as well as the various cuts of meat. You can have your chicken. I'm taking a pork. And if we were to divide it evenly amongst everyone, there would only be a small amount of each meat for each person. Beef! I want a belly full of loins and ribs. False. Is what these meat-eating girls all it was what they all insisted. So that's why the very first competition of this type had been hastily arranged. The discipline chosen is the paper airplane, which embodies the peaceful spirit of the Soaring Club.
I'm not gonna lose this battle.
Wow, why does she sound like Ash Ketchum?
Pikachu, I choose you!
That sounds nothing like Ash Ketchum.
I know. I tried to make my voice deeper.
That
and
is
that
like-
didn't work.
I mean, I don't think anyone can do a good Ash, except maybe the voice actress who plays him.
I'll show you the Agiha special.
Amane wins. Everyone started work on folding their paper airplane. We aren't using the construction kits like the ones that Kotori used just before in the garage. These are just the regular paper planes made from a single piece of paper. We come up with our own ways of folding them, and the paper airplanes that we make are all different shapes. Everybody's serious about this. The meat and our pride are on the line. Have you finished?
Finished. Okay. I'm done too.
If Amane doesn't win, I will be disappointed. We all bring the paper airplanes that we have made and stand next to each other in a line. Sorry, Ageha, but I think it's going to be Amane or Kotori to win. Or maybe Aoi. I forgot, he's in this too. We'll throw them at the same time when the signal is given. There will be no complaining about the results.
Explanations. Let's start already. I'm so hungry.
Shit.
There will only be one winner, and that's me.
False. Alright, get ready. Everyone has a serious look on their face. Bang! We all throw our paper airplanes at the exact same time. The 4 paper airplanes cut through the darkness of the night.
Go! Okay, here we go. Come on.
This looks bad. No! The first one to fall was Amane's. It wobbled ungracefully as it flew, and then suddenly lost speed and crashed to the ground.
No, the meat.
The next paper airplane to fall was mine. Kotori and Ageha's were the only ones left. It's gonna if I end up being wrong about this, I'm gonna laugh in shame. And you're probably gonna laugh at me. Kotori and Ageha's were the only ones left. So now it's 2-horse race.
Just a little more, come on. All right, a little further.
Amane and I, who are now spectators, watched over the battle with nervous anticipation. Excuse me. Their 2 paper airplanes, with the feeling of being almost completely weightless, flew right across the garden. Can paper airplanes really fly this far? Is what I thought as I watched on, impressed. It was a close finish. Oh yeah!
I did it, I won. That's so unfair.
Ageha protests. While getting closer to the ground, both of their planes were still increasing their flight distance. However, just as they were grazing the ground, Ageha's plane got caught on the shrubbery. It felt like Ageha would have won if there was no obstructions, though.
Don't be a solar loser, Ageha. Choosing your flight path is all part of the tactic.
10 out of 10. Face. That's alright, isn't it? The second place person still gets to eat the beef.
That's right, but I...
Amane looks down at her own plate, dejected.
Okay, let's go back to the dining hall and have dinner.
Meat!
Are we gonna stop, like, right after this scene?
Yeah, fat from the meat is flying off the hot plate. And I'm gonna go to the extending of the wings or the next night to day transition, whichever happens first. Fat from the meat is flying off the hot plate. Oh, that sounds that sounds good.
It's strange. I should have been the one who knew the most about how to fold a paper airplane.
Amane slowly eats her... Aw, she got stuck with the chicken! While continuing to act all downhearted. Those things like that can happen, you know. Come on, one of them needs to give her a piece of that A5 beef. The 4 paper airplanes from just now are lined up next to the hot plate. The one I made was just a mediocre regular type. Kotori's had worked on the tips of hers a little, and the back of the wings were bent slightly, probably to give it more lift. Ageha's was folded somewhat more elaborately than Kotori's. Then there was Amane's. I couldn't possibly imagine how she folded it, but it was a pretty complicated shape.
The way this one's folded really is the best, though. Ew, it's so messy. There's no way something like this could fly. Oh.
Amane puts her head to her chest and hangs her head. Or her hands to her chest, excuse me, and hangs her head. It would appear that the reason why she lost is not because there was a problem with the design, but rather her clumsiness when it came to making it. Ageha's plane seemed like it should be able to fly well. Kotori's plane was well devised and was also precisely folded.
Never mind. I'm no good at this anyway.
She looks on with envy at the beef loin and ribs that Kotori and Ageha were eating. Ah.
These ribs are delicious. This loin is great too. This is the best barbecue meat ever! Oh.
I wanted to eat the beef too, but to be honest, anything is okay. The pork and chicken were really tasty. We ate our dinner while chatting excitedly. On the TV that had been left on in the dining hall for some reason, a program called Japan Rocks the World had just started. It's a program that covers Japanese people who are active in various fields.
Amane might appear on this program one day. Would Amane be okay being on TV, I wonder? She'd probably say something strange. That would be alright, wouldn't it? She's pretty, so she'd look good on TV.
As they sit there saying these things right in front of her, they turn their focus back to the TV. A middle-aged man with a beard and a white coat appeared.
Oh, I know that guy. He's the person who invented the technology to create biofuels from some kind of bacteria. A lot of inventors are weird, aren't they? Could they be called eccentric weirdos?
I've seen that guy several times on TV. He developed the technology that Aga had just mentioned, and has been applied to things that we are familiar with in our daily lives. He is pretty odd, an eccentric weirdo, as Kotori put it. However, at the same time, he is famous for his outspoken remarks and can sum up things like environmental issues with a simple statement, so he is quite thrilling to watch.
I like this guy. He comes across as a bit of a klutz sometimes, but he's quite charming.
So he's a male Amane. Good to know.
Yo! You're right. It's like he resembles someone we know. Who could that be?
Oh my god!
Oh, that's my dad.
Amane, who had been focused on eating, mumbled as she lifted her head. Excuse me?
Huh? Who is?
Yep.
Look, he's on TV.
Everyone looks back at the TV again. There on the screen, it said Takashi Mochizuki, inventor.
Yo, it makes so much sense why she was just able to buy the plane components. Because her dad, low-key rich.
Yeah. Anyways.
Mochizuki? No way!
Speaking of which, I have a feeling that she said her dad was an inventor. So this man is Amane's dad?
Yes, that's right. Does that seem weird?
Is that weird? I'm not really sure what you'd call it. He's really famous! Bewildered, everyone looks at the TV, then compares what they see to Amane, biting into her fatty pork, who then looks up and happily says, "Oh?"
Fatty pork really goes well with wasabi and soy sauce.
Fatty pork goes well with everything. Okay, not true, but it's really good. Unless it's American bacon.
I like American bacon.
I really don't.
There! That was Amane.
Behind Mr. Mochizuki, who was being interviewed, there was a glimpse of a girl in a white coat.
Oh, that's when I went to help my dad with his work. I remember now. He was excited because there were some people filming for a TV show.
She speaks like she's talking about things that happened to someone else, while stuffing herself with pork, then says, "Oh?" again.
The invention that my dad is introducing is something that I had designed.
I recognize the invention that Takashi is proudly introducing. It was a hot topic for a while. It sold really well and was on the morning news.
The funds for constructing the glider came from the income I got from its patent.
She explains it like it's completely normal, but...
So that's why there is such an abundance of funds available. She usually acts like an idiot, but Amane really is amazing, isn't she?
Recently, I've been around her all the time, so I just thought of her as a strange girl. But she is really an incredible person. I got a little pale when I think about whether or not it's alright to throw someone like that off the top of a rock.
After I quit, I'll be going to the laboratory to help my dad with his work. Oh. I've been repeating the year at school for so long, it's caused quite a lot of problems for him.
Once again, on the screen, there was Amane helping her father. She's good looking, so she looks great on TV. However, the others were no longer making a fuss about it. It all seems strangely real now that they were confronted with what Amane would look like after she quits.
Amane, here.
Kotori put a piece of grilled beef rib on Amane's little dish.
Is this okay? Have this too.
Ageha gave her some beef loin.
Thanks! Yay! Beef!
Now that the topic of her leaving the school had unexpectedly come up, there was a feeling of sadness around the dinner table. Ah, finally! I love this game, but man, that was long.
These just take so long.
I'm still waiting for shit to go down. Because shit's gonna go down soon.
We've literally made 2 choices.
Not in terms of the romance, in terms of something else.
In terms of general, we've literally only made 2, we've literally only had 2 chances to make a choice.
Either way, shit's gonna go down. So anyways, that is it for this stream. Bit longer than I wanted, but, you know, it's fine. So, I will be back. No, I won't. Not on this channel, anyway. Tomorrow, I will be streaming on the Hitmon channel with Noah and Alex. So if anyone wants to come and see that, it'll probably be Danganronpa. And then the day afterwards, I will be, once again, streaming on the Hitmon channel with Noah and Alex, Pokemon.
And then we could probably stream again Sunday.
Yeah.
In the evening, and that'd be Skyward Sword, so.
Yes, that will be Skyward Sword. So next time I will be back will be on Sunday with Skyward Sword HD. So look forward to that, I guess. Anyways, so now comes the moment of truth. This version or the Switch version? I kind of want to keep going with this one, honestly.
Yeah, I only, we only had to restart it, a few times. When we were on the Switch, we were having to restart it, every other, other text box.
Well, that has nothing to do with which version, since I'm using a capture card.
I just don't like that Hattie's hat in this.
Yeah, that's the one downside of this version. But so far, the nicknames, like Anchan, I really like those. And, you know, this is the version I originally played, so...
I mean, we can continue with this one. I feel like this one would be easier to process through anyway, because it's already on your computer, and you don't have to have it go through the Switch to your computer to then the stream.
Well, it's going from my one computer to my other computer to the stream, so... Either way, I'd be going through something.
Well, I mean, still, I feel like it's easier than the Switch.
Yeah, probably. But anyways, that is going to be it. I'm still wondering, what exactly makes this version T and the Switch version E? And I can't think of anything.
I mean, you could probably look it up.
Yeah, I will do that. But that is it for now. I gotta go. So, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care, continue testing, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Bye-bye!
Bye!